Hey everybody, this is A7X Fan Ben, and this is Pirates with Ben, blog number 62. So I'm finally back with another blog episode, and this one is going to be a little bit longer, kind of like a December 2018 update video. So I've got a helper here to help me remember everything that I need to say. So the big news is that miniature trading might stay alive after all. Obviously, it's still up right now, and it's into December, so the original date that it may have ended was in late November. But you can see the exact message from the admin here at Miniature Trading, and he says, I've been informed that the new owners intend to maintain MT alive. It is TCO, Trade Cards Online, the one which might suffer some changes, but it might also stay alive. Good news. So that's really awesome. Obviously, Miniature Trading, pretty much the most important site for Pirate CSG. And next thing, Pirates with Ben is still improving, so I'm working on the site pretty much every day. Lately, I've been publishing a lot of posts, and then there's still some things I need to address with site speed on specific pages. And yeah, plenty of posts happening there. You can see the recent posts on most of the pages in the upper right-hand corner. So right now, it says 29 active forum members. And then one thing I recently published was Battle Reports Compendium. So I wanted to compile all of my campaign game battle reports into one post. So there you can find links to all the different campaign game battle reports from 2011 up to the present. So, and actually I'm going to play the hourly campaign later tonight, so that's cool. And I've got some other games there too. I'm probably going to add to the compendium over time. Well, I definitely will with certain things, and the other games category is probably going to be expanded as I come across some of my better battle reports. I'm still publishing one battle report every Friday, but lately, between miniature trading potentially going down, and since postimages.cc still works, I've been copy-pasting some battle reports into Pirates of Ben and republishing them there. I kind of went through a frenzied period of that the past 2 or 3 weeks. So on, I think it was November 21st, I published all the Command the Oceans battle reports. So you can find those under the Command the Oceans tag. So for example, I'll look up Command the Oceans archives, and then it's under pirateswithben.com/tag/Command the Oceans. So that's just one example. I've republished the battle reports for Vassal Tournament number 1 and T2 as well, Vassal Tournament number 2, as well as a bunch of other reports too. So you can see a ton of pictures for Command the Oceans from last year. So Pirates with Ben is doing decently well, and I'm going to keep improving it as always. And then I was finally approved to join the board game group, which is a group on Facebook, and because somebody that just joined the Pirates Facebook group posted there, and it got a lot of likes and stuff like that. It's a big Facebook group, so it was good to get in there and comment. I basically replied to pretty much every single comment on the post, so it was good to finally do that. And then there's a few more things I just wanted to address that shouldn't take too long. So the first one, this is the first video I'm recording this weekend. I have some extra time finally, so I'm finally going to get a nice backlog of videos. I'm planning to record a lot this weekend, so I'll finally have some videos to release going forward, some new ones, so it won't just be the hourly campaign and the podcast, which have been dominating lately, because I finally ran out of backlogged videos from that. I think there was a weekend in August was the last time I had a big backlog, and those videos lasted me a while. I don't want to release too many new videos in a week, or in a row, I should say. I don't want to release 20 in one day, because most people wouldn't watch any of them probably. But so I got a lot of good topics this weekend to cover. I'm gonna look at the survey suggestions to find other topics from there as well, and that gets me to the question of the day on this video, which I'll repeat at the end. What kinds of videos would you like to see on this channel? I made a video about that, asking it. And you can take the video survey. I'll have a link to in the description below, so you can take the actual video survey itself. But feel free to suggest topics and respond to the video survey with what you'd like to see in terms of Pirate CSG video content. And then a few things I noticed in the survey suggestions is one thing was terrain videos. So the reason I might not do a ton of those is because I still consider myself somewhat of a novice at that, and I care infinitely more about gameplay and game memories than I do about how aesthetic the islands and terrain look. So I'm not really huge into making terrain that looks the best, and I came in like 3rd in Ocean Terrain Contest number 3, so there's better people to learn from in terms of making islands and terrain. I did a review of the RossinAZ's Islands and Terrain, so you can find that on the channel as well. And I did do a video covering my entry into Ocean Terrain Contest number 3, and that pretty much, that gives you an idea of like how I made stuff. And then there's the post, of course, on miniature training. I think I reposted that at Pirates with Ben as well. So anyway, and then I might not do a ton of pack opening videos because I already have most of the stuff I could pull, so I would be hoping for like super rares from like Barbary Coast, which aren't likely to happen. Probably not going to pull them. So when I already have pretty much everything I could get from the packs, and I've already got pack opening videos of, I think, all the sets that I have packs for now, and I don't really want to start splurging on South China Seas just to do like a pack opening video from that. So, and the other thing is, once I open the pack, then I kind of review the ships and crew and I look at them. But that's something I've done a ton already between the set review podcasts and the collection review series. I'm essentially reviewing every ship and crew and game piece in existence multiple times over. And the set review podcast just ended, and the collection review series is out. All the factions are done. So for most of the game pieces that exist, I've already talked about them. So there's only so much redundancy I can go forward with without, wanting to create new content. So, all right. So that's pretty much the overview, kind of a December update. So I'll get into the deals of the day, which is kind of random. Don't pay too much attention to this. I'm doing this on December 7th, Friday, and some of these deals are going to be over. So should have done the vlog earlier today, but I couldn't. So there's some deals ending tonight, but then going forward, I just have the auctions up right now. So this is how I find deals on eBay, which I've already talked about on another video, of course. So I search for auctions that have at least one bid under Pirate CSG. Right now it's sorted by ending soonest. And for example, tomorrow I see an Ocean's Edge SE box, special edition box, and a Davy Jones Curse box. One thing that God Mason actually posted is a Rise of the Fiends set. It doesn't have the LEs, so make sure you read the description on there. It's not like the full factory set as it originally came, but that's something I've got my eye on that I find interesting. There's a Gale Force 9 ship up that ends in a few days, along with a nice lot of 3 special edition boxes from some of the later sets. A nice lot, nice picture there. The one thing that's weird is like on the clearance stickers, the total price of the 3 boxes would be like $11. But anyway, you can see the game is the prices have risen since like 2014-15, which is good for the game overall. So, and then just to have one specific deal to look at least one, the Labelul is up for 99 cents. The shipping, for me, it's showing almost $4, but this is a special edition mega card from Savage Shores and one of the best gold runners in the entire game. So definitely a ship worth buying, worth going after. So those are some deals of the day. You can find links in the description below, of course. And I'll get into the card of the day for the first time in a long time. And we've got sets 1 through 14 to include Return to Savage Shores. But a 2 came up for Crimson Coast. So we're going to look at that set here. I think it numbers to about 130. And I'll try to guess once I get a 130 for regular pieces. But I'll go to 303 to include everything, just in case we get a high number that's valid. And I'll try to guess what it is, or at least get the faction right. Or not a faction. So 105, I don't know. I think that's after the UTs, but I don't know. It might be a generic crew, so I might skip it and go to a different crew. Musketeer, okay. I think I covered that on a previous vlog episode, so I'm going to keep going and see what I get this time. 183 is not a game piece. 137, same thing. Got a big run here. 71. That's tough. I think it's French, maybe. It's not. I feel like it would be French. I'm trying to think of Magnifique. I should know her number. I think it's 065 or 066. 071. I'm going to say the Saint Michel, like Saint Michael. But, I'm off by 1. So close. All right. So the Le Duc de Bourgogne, that's how I'm going to say it. So I'm off by 1. The Saint Michael is number 70. So 071 from Crimson Coast is this French 3-master, 11 points for an uncommon ship, 3-mast 4 cargo SS move, and cannons 3L, 3S, 3S, and +1 to cannon rolls against pirate ships. So this one, I find, I don't know, it's not super exciting, but it's still a solid ship, so maybe a little bit underrated. I would usually run her as just kind of a average in-between hybrid, so I would probably just do a captain and helmsman in a decent, you know, most games, like 40 to 100 points, I would just do captain and helmsman, nothing else. And then you'd have 3S speed, 2 cargo for gold, or whatever you want to pick up, and, you know, the cannons are good enough to be a gunship, so, or at least a hybrid. So I wouldn't really want to put a lot of exciting crew on this, because the French have so many better ships to use, like the SAC captains on, and the named crew, things like that. So I would just go with a captain and helmsman. That'd be my crew recommendation. Game piece rating out of 10, it's pretty average. I feel like a 5 out of 10 is below average, at least for how I think about this type of stuff. So I would probably say 7 out of 10, solid ship, maybe like 6.8 if you want to get really nitty gritty with the numbers. So it's pretty much an average 3-master, but she's just good enough in pretty much all categories. Like, you know, the cargo is more than the number of mass. This base move is faster than L. She does have a 3L cannon, so it's not all just boring 3S's. I guess you could attach like a fire shot and, you know, always use it with the 3L cannon in the bow to get in some nice range on the first shot she takes. So equipment is an option. And then you've got a cannon bonus against the best and most popular, for the most part, the most popular faction in the game, and the most numerous faction. They have the most ships, the pirates do. So overall, solid ship. So one I like for the French. And then that brings us to the final part, which is the picture of the day. So today is December 7th, 2018, so Pearl Harbor Day. So on Instagram today I was posting pictures of American stuff from my collection, and pictures of the Americans doing well in games. And here, like I talked about earlier with the Battle Reports compendium that I made, this is actually Vassal Campaign Game 3, reposted all in one post on my fan site Pirates with Ben. So any of the pictures from there would suffice for what I'm talking about here. I was looking at, I guess this one specifically, just showing the grand nature of the American fleet. This is not even all their ships here. There's a few pirate ships at the lower right. The pirates were one of the final factions eliminated, but you can see the American home island there in the center, just absolutely surrounded by ships, getting resources from the wild islands, ships coming and going. I'm towing some French ships that were captured back to my home island to repair them, and then I've got some American ships that came through the whirlpool to the south that were going after the pirate home island. So that picture is from towards the end of the game, and yeah, I posted on the Facebook group. I posted the Vassal Campaign Game 3 retrospective video, which I'll probably put in the end screen recommendations for this video, which would be showing up right around now if you're watching. So usually never think about that, but anyway. So the question of the day: what kinds of videos would you like to see on this channel? Because I'm making extra videos this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And if you have any specific suggestions, feel free to let me know what they are. But other than that, this was episode 62 of the Pirate CSG blog with Ben, and bye for now.